It was almost Christmas time on the island of Sodor. The engines loved this time of year. Everyone would be so happy and kind towards each other. Especially the children, as they would cheer at the engines whenever they passed. But regardless, it was still winter, and the problems were the same. Snow, ice, and occasionally shrinked rails. Rails didn't shrink very often though, because the joints would keep them together and the daylight sun would keep the rails warm throughout the night. This winter, there weren't as many accidents as the years prior, and the engines didn't worry too much. On the evening before Christmas Eve, the engines were talking about who is going to take the special Christmas train.
"I should pull it,"
boasted Gordon.
"After all, I can finish the job the quickest."
"Nonsense, Gordon," replied Percy. "Henry is as strong as you, and could manage it very well." "I don't mind if the Fat Controller decides to give the job to another engine," said Edward.
"Well, you may not care to get it, but I do. I want to pull it. After all, only an engine as red and splendid as me should take the job."
"Of course, James," chuckled Thomas. "Your red coat of paint matches your red nose splendidly." James huffed and said nothing. "I think the Fat Controller should choose Duck."
"What? Are you really sure, sir?"
asked James.
"Indeed," replied the Fat Controller. "Duck is perfect for the job, and he has the best schedule to do so."
"Oh, thank you, sir," replied Duck with a happy manner.
"Oh, the indignity."
Duck was thrilled. He couldn't wait to take the Christmas special. He first delivered some trucks, and then went to Kildane to collect the special train. It was a sight to see. The trucks were full of presents, bells, and Christmas balls, and the Christmas tree was on a flatbed. "Are you excited, old boy?" called out his driver. "Of course I am," replied Duck. Duck carefully coupled up to his trucks before puffing away excitedly. He was enjoying himself enormously as he pulled the train, beaming proudly.
"Merry Christmas, Duck,"
said Toby. "Merry Christmas," added Henrietta. "Thank you. You two do the same," replied Duck. "Merry Christmas, Duck!" "Whoa, Percy! Slow down!" "Merry Christmas, Henry!"
"Merry Christmas!"
Duck had just passed Barron when he noticed something up ahead. Oh dear! Up ahead, the track shrank from the excessive cold temperature, creating a huge gap in the rails. "Oh no!" cried out the driver as he applied the brakes. "Oh no!" He crashed with a loud bang, making the coupling break. No! And fell right into a pile of snow near the road. Duck was now down at the bottom, damaged but otherwise okay. Duck sighed. "Now I'm stuck here. But at least the Christmas train is still up there." And Duck was right. Only the front truck had derailed. Some minutes later, Duck heard an engine approaching. It was Edward! He tried to whistle, but he had run out of steam. Edward, who was coming from Gordon's Hill, approached the train. He looked at it confused. "Isn't this the special Christmas train? Why is it here, without an engine? And derailed?" Edward's driver then called out, "For now, let's just take the breakdown train and fix these rails. We'll call for help to find Duck at the nearest signal box." Edward agreed and went off to collect the crane, worried. "I hope Duck is okay," he said to himself. The train was soon back on the rails, and Edward delivered it to Nafford. There waiting for him was the Fat Controller.
"I heard about the incident. Where was the last place you saw the train?"
They explained what they had seen and then set off. as they went out to find Duck. Meanwhile, Duck, who was near the road, heard a peculiar whistle. It was Trevor! Duck was glad to see him. "Help!" cried out Duck. Trevor was very surprised to see a damaged Duck by the road. "What happened to you, Duck?" asked Trevor. "I fell off the cliff due to bad rails. Please help!" As soon as he said that, they both heard some puffing and two voices calling out. "Duck!" cried out Edward. "Where are you?" added James. "That sounds like Edward and James. I can't whistle for them. Can you?" Without any hesitation, Trevor blew his whistle as loud and long as he could. The two engines stopped, and they looked to each other. They then stopped by the bridge and gasped. They then saw Duck and Trevor, who were both very happy to see them. It was long and tedious, but Duck made it onto a flatbed that Edward was going to pull as his wheels were badly damaged. James coupled onto the back of the train. "We're so glad to find you," said Edward. "Indeed," added the Fat Controller. "However, you will need to be mended." Duck looked down sadly, as he thought he'd missed the Christmas festival. Much to his surprise, Sir Topham Hatt continued. "But I suppose we could at least take a trip by Nafford, as I would love to have all my engines there to celebrate." Duck beamed happily. When they returned, the engines whistled and cheered to see their missing Duck. The Christmas festival began, and the night was a very Merry Christmas indeed. Hey guys, this is Liam Miller Productions here. I don't know what to really say here, but except thank you to Nico's Trains for allowing me to narrate. It's been so fun to narrate these, and a special thank you to him for not only helping film my Engines View video, but to also literally promote it and have all of you guys check it out. If you haven't already, please make sure to check out my channel and make sure to keep an eye out because we are working on another thing called Gordon and the Flying Kipper. I think you guys will love that immensely. Once again, thank you to Nico's Trains for helping me out, and thank you to all you guys for your love and support. Hope you guys have a happy holiday, Merry Christmas, and all of that good stuff. And until next time, guys, see you guys later.